So this past year was really a very good year for stocks in general. Let's talk about how local media stocks have performed compared to the S&P, for example.
Sure, it was a remarkable year, as you noted, and everybody knows, in terms of the overall stock market index, with the S&P going up nearly 30%. But local media companies actually soared past that. They nearly increased 100% in the total value for the public companies in the 5 sectors combined that we talked about.
Okay, so of those 5 sectors, one sector outperformed the rest, or kind of what happened?
Clearly, it was the public companies that own local television stations. Their values increased over 300% during the entire year of 2013, and that happened for several reasons.
Okay, let's go into some of the reasons.
Well, one major reason is that there was renewed confidence in local television stations. 2012 was a really good year for political advertising, that local television stations still garnered a big share. Even though social and online companies grew in their use of their selling of political advertising, local television stations still saw a big increase. A second reason was retransmission consent revenues. Retransmission consent revenues are revenues, payments that local cable systems, as well as the national satellite company, pay local television stations for the rights to retransmit their signal. And this year was a very strong year, 2013, in deals in terms of increases for local television stations in garnering greatest revenue. And the final reason is the mergers and acquisition activities. A lot of the public companies being able to take advantage of the synergies in both the cost side as well as the revenue side, had an increased activity during 2013, renewing the investors' confidence about local television stations.
Right. Well, we've seen a lot of activity there, and certainly there's some synergies when you think about it, the ability to combine some of the economies of scale that they have that allows them to pay higher multiples in a lot of this transaction activity. We've done a lot of work with Sinclair, for example, that's been very active in this space. So that's what's happening on the television side. Now let's talk about online. We hear so much about some of these companies. Everybody is moving to get more digital revenues from their business. How did they fare in this situation?
Well, the local online companies only increased, when we say only, 24%, and pretty much in line with the S&P. But in the previous years, they saw much higher double-digit as well as triple-digit increases. So the 24% is after several years of showing some increased value already. So it's still showing strong growth, and we expect that growth to continue with more and more advertising utilize these online capabilities.
Well, the other aspect of that is that some of the traditional media got whacked pretty good over the last few years, so they were starting at a lower level and kind of recouping some of what they had lost.
A good point. The recession of 2007, 2009 really affected the traditional media companies that national and local advertisers cut back their advertising expenditures, but they did rebound, and we expect that to continue for some time.